Hey guys, thank you for joining me here on Product Perspective. Now, I want to bring you guys something that I've come to really like for the past couple weeks. I've used this only for a couple weeks, so bear with me if there's a couple settings that I don't know about it, but let's get into the video. Okay, so yes, it's the DJI Ronin RSC2. It's DJI's newest gimbal, and man, it is a really, really nice gimbal. So I want to show you guys a quick unboxing. It was a normal unboxing. There is one complaint though that I will talk about when we get back from the unboxing. Okay, so cool unboxing. You saw the stuff that came with it. Not a ton of stuff. Pretty simple unboxing. But the one thing that I didn't like about this was it doesn't come with a case. So I like to keep my stuff in a case. You can see how this folds up. Very small. Of course, that new breaking style, which you can break it just like that. And you can fold that up pretty small. But still, I want a case, you know? You can stick that in there like that. I want a case for something because it protects it. You can keep all your little extra things and cords all inside of that instead of getting jostled around in a bag that's not made for it. So I do have a case coming, just a third-party case. DJI does not sell a case for this actual gimbal, so kind of annoying, but yeah. So the gimbal itself is built really, really nice. I upgraded from the Zhiyun Weeble Lab, which was a nice gimbal, but mostly plastic. The whole entire handle was all plastic. So when you're holding it, it might creak, it just didn't feel quality. Now, of course, all the motors and everything were metal, but still, this is a much, much nicer gimbal, and yet it's only $499. The Weeble Lab is somewhere at $399. For a much better gimbal, you're paying $100 more, and yet you're getting a lot more. So the main feature about this gimbal, of course, is that brake. You literally just unscrew this side and you pull it down. You can either do this stand-up shot like this, where the camera, of course, let's undo this here. The camera would be sitting in here and you can get straight shots. They did this in their promotional video where they're holding it like this with their camera. Kind of a weird angle, but I've actually kind of liked using it this way a couple times. You kind of get a straighter shot instead of that more traditional style of holding it straight to get that kind of same type of shot. It's kind of heavy. It doesn't also stand up on the tripod that way, but that's one way of using that brake. The next way, of course, is to get a down shot. So you'd flip it around so it would essentially be like this, and you have this down shot now. And let me get them locked in here. So you get this beautiful down shot. You can hold it with one hand really low, and I've actually come to really like this brake. There's also a 1/4-inch screw here that I thought was interesting. Maybe they're gonna have some sort of accessory, or if you wanna put a monitor right there, you just can't unbrake it. You'd have to unscrew that monitor. So yeah, that's the braking. I like how it snaps into place as well. Just pop, just like that. You have these buttons here that lock the motors in place, so once you have it folded up, you don't have to worry about that jostling around. Locks into place just like that. Really nice. My Weeble Lab had that as well, but just nice to see that on DJI. Okay, I had a little interruption there since my battery died. Anyhow, I was talking about these buttons. My Weeble Lab had that as well, and I've come to really, really like that. Next thing is the overall balancing experience. Now, everything on here slides. So you can see right here, this guy slides back and forth just with a twist of a knob. Same with this guy right here, back and forth just with a twist of a knob. This guy here, these are even easier. All you do is pop that and your thing can slide back and forth. Same with the bottom, same with the side. You have a ton of adjustments, very, very easy to use, which is the best thing about this. Balancing a gimbal is annoying, especially when you're doing a tripod shot. You have to move it back to the gimbal. You have a zoom lens, you have a prime lens, something different. You have to balance it every single time. This makes it super easy, super easy. Your marks, very easy to see. Now, the overall use of the gimbal and interface and system is nice. You have a 1-inch screen, which just shows you all the main details, which mode you're on, how fast, battery life, etc. You have this small wheel on the side, which actually goes through your menu options. This is your back button, little arrow button there. Your power button on the side. Your video record button, which you would essentially just plug this guy into this up here and plug that into your camera and you can control your camera. You have your joystick right here, which I actually kind of liked Weeble Labs joystick a little bit better. It was easier to move. This isn't bad. I mean, I like it, but it moves a little bit fast. Now, of course, you can adjust everything, and the Ronin app, you can adjust speed, buttons, all that type of stuff in the app, but I just like the other one a little bit better. On the front here, you have this focus or zoom dial. You can also change that for all sorts of different stuff, for tilting your gimbal. And that is really, really nice. Perfect lined up for your finger. It's just really nice to use. And of course, you have another button down here, which I don't believe you can really customize it. Leave a comment if you can customize that. That essentially locks your gimbal, so it'll be pointed at the same object. It won't move or anything like that. So that's what that's for. If you hold that down, that's what it does. Now, the little tripod on the bottom here is actually plastic, which I'm kind of surprised. It's literally just a plastic tripod, nothing super special. My Weeble Lab was actually metal. This is just a plastic. You can see it's like, I don't know what, honeycomb kind of on the bottom. And it's not bad. It has rubber, nice rubber. It makes the gimbal lighter, so maybe that's why they did it. Not bad at all, but just something to bring up. And you can see, without that handle, it's a tiny gimbal. Even with my A7 III on here, and this gimbal can handle a big camera with a big lens since it has a high capacity for it. So my Weeble Lab was pretty low. This one has a lot more capacity for that. Big cameras, big lenses, you don't have to worry about that. There's also this little clip on the bottom, which I am going to be getting this. It's just not in stock. It's essentially a screen sharer or wireless screen something. I don't know what they call it exactly, but it pops in here, you plug it into your camera, you go to your app, and you can actually pull it up exactly what the camera is seeing, like a monitor. You can either have that on your gimbal, another guy can have it for focusing or whatever, but Peter McKinnon talked about this. You can be running full speed, and the guy with the phone, he can actually tap on the subject or whatever you're filming, and it will track it through the app and connect to the gimbal, and it will know exactly what to track. You can tap on your screen, highlight a subject, you can go around it. You don't have to worry about moving your gimbal to follow that subject. So that is really, really nice. Now, of course, I don't have it, so I can't test that, but I can't wait until it's in stock and I'm gonna buy it. It's probably like $159, I believe, but I think it's worth it. I want to get a monitor on here as well, and possibly some handles that clip on these mounts right here, so you can have dual handles. We'll see, but overall, it's a great gimbal, and I'm so glad I had it. I've already used it for several shoots. I'll show you just some footage. I probably already have showed you some footage. I'm the editor, so I just kind of throw in whatever I feel feels good. So thanks for watching, guys. If you guys want to consider subscribing, if you like this channel, maybe giving it a like, and of course hit that bell icon, and we'll see you back in another video.